got Joe Galli. He's at a local pumpkin patch to see if the gourds are indeed gorgeous. Joe?
Well, I think this one I picked right now is pretty gorgeous. It's a small pumpkin right here. I'm being told this is a good one to go into pies, but take a look at these pumpkins. And you're right, John, we do a little bit of frost on them this morning, and that's why I'm going to thank you, Debbie, for coming out here to brave the cold temperatures that we have here this morning. And we're here on the last part of your pumpkin patch. It's going to be picked today, isn't that right?
Yes, it is. We're taking the rest of the pumpkins in because of the cold weather. They can be protected better up by the stand.
Oh, really? So they could be, other than just standing out here up on the vine?
Yeah, we cover them or put them in the buildings, whatever we need to do.
So what has been your experience growing the pumpkins this year?
It's actually been a very good year for our pumpkins. One of the few crops that was not affected by the drought, or maybe even benefited a little bit because we had less bugs, less moisture to cause mildew or molds. So we lost less pumpkins and had to use less sprays to get them to where they're at now.
So what can people really expect to see when they come out to patches like yours here?
Well, ours is, like I said, going to be picked today, but we will have plenty of pumpkins up at the stand. We have a great variety. We have anything from actually smaller than the one you have up to about I'm going to say maybe 50 to 60 pounder. So
50 to 60 pounds.
Yeah, we've got a few pretty big ones this year.
Oh, that's a nice jack-o'-lantern to have on your front porch right there.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty hefty one.
It's a pretty hefty one. And you know, speaking of that, we have so many different varieties of pumpkin that I had no idea was about. Tell me a little bit about the difference between like the little ones here and the larger ones and what you would use them for.
Well, the little ones are actually a pie variety. We buy the seed that's engineered to be a pie variety, which is thicker flesh, sweeter flesh, and just better tasting for pies.
Better tasting for pies. That's what I'm all about. That sounds delicious. And so that would be this one here then, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So the guys, look at this. At some point, someone's going to be buying this and putting it in a delicious pie. But pies are just one of the many things you could do with these pumpkins. When we come back, I'm going to take a step into the stands. We're going to try to get out of the elements for a minute and tell you about all the great things that you could do with these delicious pumpkins when we come back in just a little bit. Back to you guys. It's a wonderful fall day, John. It's a little cold out there, like you said, a little frost on these pumpkins, but a lot of fun too. But look at this. We got the smallest of the small and the big of the big right here. That's a big monster pumpkin. And they got all different varieties here at Stevens Garden. We got the white pumpkins, the different gourds and stuff. Tell me a little bit about all these different, fall accoutrements that you guys have.
Well, we have quite a few colors of pumpkins, actually. We have the orange. We have what's called a blue pumpkin. It's kind of blue-green. White pumpkin down there. And we have all types of gourds, every color.
All types of gourds. And honestly, this one's always my favorite just because it looks like it's not even from this planet.
No, that's a winged gourd, and they're pretty neat. We've got quite a few different colors and shapes. Some have wings, some are smooth, some are warty.
So how was the gourd crop this year then?
Excellent. Just like the pumpkins, they did really good.
They did really well, but you know what? When I think pumpkins, let's walk back here a little bit. You got your butternut squash here.
Yep.
Delicious.
Oh, I love butternut.
One of my favorite things my grandmother ever made was one of these. And we're going to go down here to some of the things that you guys make. Tell me a little bit what this is right here.
That's my pumpkin fudge. Recipe I found online and kind of altered and use our pumpkin. And next to it we have my sister's pumpkin bread, pumpkin pie.
So this is all the family, the whole Stevens family gets together and makes all this really authentic pumpkin-y stuff for the fall people, right?
Yes, we do. We also do our own jams. We do a lot of our own canning, even the honey's from on our farm here.
All right. Well, you know, guys, I always like to go and get breakfast wherever I go. I already got a piece of pumpkin bread with a little bit of butter on it, so I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this and hope everybody else enjoys their fall. Come pick out a pumpkin. It's that time of year. Have a good time. Bring the kids. It's always great here. I'm live at Stevens Garden. Joe Galli for WNWO. Oh, that's amazing.